All right, this is section 1.3, solving multi-step equations, proportions addition. So our goal at the end of this lesson is I can solve multi-step equations with one unknown variable using proportions. Really, this is the only thing that's new in this section is we're still solving equations, but we have proportions. And proportions essentially are a fancy one-word phrase for when we have two fractions equaling one another. So for instance, if we had x plus 2 divided by 4 equals 2/5. That's a proportion. And the steps to solving these are very similar to the other videos, except for this first step, cross multiplication. And really this is a shortcut, cross multiplication. So I'm first going to solve this problem the way I've mentioned in other videos, and then we're going to cross multiply to kind of show how cross multiplication really is cutting out an extra step. So in previous videos, what we said was we were going to simplify equations that had fractions by eliminating the fraction. So for instance, let's first start on the left-hand side of this equation. We're dividing x plus 2 by 4. So to eliminate that 4 at the bottom of the fraction, we're going to do the opposite of dividing by 4 and multiply both sides by 4. So we're going to multiply the top on the left side by 4 and the right side by 4. The right side ends up just being 2 times 4 is 8, all over 5. The left-hand side, we could distribute that 4 to the x plus 2, but ultimately, really what's going to happen is this 4 and this 4 are going to divide out. And 4 divided by 4 is just 1. So we're left with 1 multiplied by x plus 2, but of course we know we don't need to write that 1. And then the last step is, okay, we've still got a fraction, but it's on the right-hand side. So we're going to go through the same process. We're going to eliminate this fraction by getting rid of the divide by 5 by doing the inverse operation and multiply by 5. So we multiply this side by 5 and we multiply this side by 5. This 5 and this 5 divide out and give us 1. 1 multiplied by 8 is just 8. And then on this side, we've got 5x plus 10. We have to distribute that 5 to the x plus 2. I'm going to erase the equals 8. And then from there, we know we would subtract 10 from both sides. And that would give us 5x equals -2. The rest of these steps, you at this point have performed a lot. You end up getting x equals -2/5 is the answer. So that's the longer way. The shortcut way using cross multiplication would be, if we had x plus 4, so if we rewrite the original problem and do cross multiplication, we're going to multiply diagonally across that equal sign. So we're going to take 5 and we're going to multiply it by all of x plus 2. Which you'll notice is really what we did over here on the left-hand side. It just took a couple extra steps to get to that point. And on the right side, we're going to diagonally across the other direction. 4 times 2 gives us 8. And now we have exactly this problem right here. We're not going to finish the steps because we've already finished the steps. You distribute the 5 and you get 5x plus 10 equals 8. And then go through the same process. You'll end up getting -2/5. So that first step, cross multiply, that is what's new. You'll notice the next step is distribute, combining like terms, use inverse operations, isolate the variable. These last 4 steps we've done in all the other lessons. So really we're just focusing on a new skill, and that's cross multiplication. The next video will go through the examples.